Hello friends, I welcome you in Tech Hack, a YouTube channel especially for new technology and advancements. Today I am here to present you about the Kali Linux installation. Today is very important to learn about cybersecurity and information access. Our own information can be leaked and can be accessed by others without any information to us. It is known as unauthorized access. So guys, we should be aware about our own information and technology uses. We can protect ourselves by knowing about how we can leak our own information. So we should be very aware about the protections, and we should also aware about how a hacker can hack our information. Okay guys, so we have a very important tool, and it is very important tool, and it is an operating system. It is Kali Linux. Okay, it is especially used by the ethical hackers, and especially when they start their career in the hacking, they used to start with the Kali Linux. Guys, I'm also going to tell you about how we got this Kali Linux, and what was the before we can say that what is the history of the Kali Linux basically. Fine, so I'm going to start with this installation steps, and I will tell you that how easy you can install a Kali Linux in your computer. Okay, fine. So let's come with me on this presentation. You just need to follow the steps what I'm telling you. Okay, fine. So first of all, I just want to clear you what is Kali Linux. It is very simple. Kali is Debian based operating system. Kali Linux is an operating system which is a Linux operating system, and it is also a Debian based. It means it is almost similar to your Ubuntu operating system. Okay, Ubuntu operating system is also a Debian based. Both the operating system supports applic package manager. So most of the package installation commands are same in Kali and Ubuntu. So friends, it's very good news. It's a good news for Ubuntu users. They can also install Kali Linux, and it's very easy to control the Kali Linux and install the new packages. Fine. So Kali Linux is also known as a penetration testing platform. It is very popular penetration testing platform. Penetration testing, actually it is a testing which is used by the ethical hackers to check the vulnerability of any operating system, or we can say any platform in the company or business purposes. So it is basically, we have next, that is Kali Linux is used in forensic. I know, and I have already told you about the vulnerability assessment. It checks the system capability to take attack, actually how different type of attacks can be applied on that particular system, and how much attacks we can easily handle without any problem. So this can be checked by the vulnerability assessment. Then we have, it is very important information for all of us, that actually Kali Linux project is maintained and funded by the Offensive Security Limited. Offensive Security Limited is very good organization. It also provides the certification for the ethical hacker, like for security purposes. The name of core developer is Matti Aharoni. It is we can say that the core developer of the Linux, this Kali Linux, Matti Aharoni. Okay, fine. Just look at the slide number second. I'm just going to tell you the logic behind the name of the Kali. Why they choose the name of Kali? When I have searched on Google, I found the following result. This is the first result. The name of Kali Linux, it stems from the Hindu religion. The name Kali comes from Kala, which means black. Time, that lord of that is Shiva. Since Shiva is called Kala, the eternal time, Kali, his consort, also means time, that as the time has come. Hence, Kali is the goddess of time and change. So this is the first result, but we can now say it is authentic result because it is from different site, unixman.com. So guys, there are many different sites, they can provide their own meaning with the Kali Linux. But when I have searched it on the Kali official website, so guys, I found this. You can see on the screen. Kali Linux, what's in a name? Hindu goddess of time and change, Philippine marital art, cool word in Swahili, none of above. Kali is simply the name was came up with for our new distribution. Why change the name in the first place? With all these significant changes in our distribution, we felt that we need to convey this in project name. Backtrack 6 didn't do justice to our effort in the past year and wouldn't convey our new message to users. What's the new message? We will let you find out for yourself. So it is actually sometime maybe different user can pretend their own meaning, but it's maybe related to the Hindi goddess names. Fine. So guys, let's go to the next slide. I have very important chart. It is a flow chart in which we have, first of all, the history of Linux, history of this Kali Linux. We got the Nopix operating system. Okay, it is a Linux based operating system. Then Nopix operating system basically become and reproduced with the some new capabilities. Wopix then again reproduced with Wax, and then Wax is reproduced as Backtrack. Okay, so Backtrack is very much popular, and then we have a Kali Linux at the last. So this is the history of basically Kali Linux operating system. So next, come to the next slide. I'm just telling you about the Nopix was first ever bootable Linux operating system, and Nopix was forked into Opix and then reforked into Wax. Wax was rebranded as Backtrack, and Backtrack was used by pen tester and hackers almost 7 years. So Backtrack has a very good history, and many users got experience of the Backtrack. So Backtrack is dedicated to hacking, but from now 2013 March, Backtrack was replaced by Kali Linux. So it is there were some issues, and the offensive security limited. They want to produce some operating system that should be more usable and more expandable. So they added some new capabilities in the Kali Linux and removed the dependency, and they produce Backtrack in the form of Kali Linux. Okay, so let's go to next slide. What about the Kali Linux? It is a free and open source. It has almost 600 tools. Okay, maybe more than 600. It follows file system hierarchy standard with support of many other plugins. It supports ARM, monolithic kernel type. It supports, basically it is based on monolithic kernel type, and it is available for both 32 and 64-bit operating system. Basically 32 and 64-bit, we can say that processor, and it is available in both the form 32-bit and 64-bit. And latest Kali 2020.1b, actually it was released in 18 March 2020. So that is a very common fact with the Kali Linux. Now let's go to the next slide, friends. I'm telling you what you require actually before installing the Kali Linux. The minimum requirement: you should require a minimum 20 GB disk space. It is actually also mentioned on its official site. So you require minimum 20 GB of disk space for Kali Linux installation. You require basically the RAM requirement is minimum 1 GB, recommended 2 GB for both AMD and Intel processors. Then you require basically a DVD, CD, DVD and USB port to install it. Okay, fine. So platform, that how many types of different installation you can do. You can install it as on any computer as a native OS, or virtually you can install it. There is no problem. You can also install it on the Android devices. Okay, that is very good news for Android users. You can install it in your phone also, smartphone devices, and it is available on ARM devices like Chromebook. So many tablets and Chromebooks, you can also install the Kali Linux. So it's very good news for user. This is basically, this was the problem with the Backtrack, and that is those dependencies were removed, and now we have Kali Linux in the different platform. Okay, so user can easily install it. So installation of the Kali Linux, we will providing you a link in this video. With this video, you can go that particular link and you can download the Kali Linux from that particular site. Otherwise, you can also download the Kali Linux from the official Kali Linux site. There is no problem. So there we are providing you some Kali Linux installation, and basically you just need to go that particular folder. In that folder you will got three subfolders, in which first is VMware images, second is VirtualBox user images, and third one is Hyper-V images. So guys, here we have a very interesting part, that is Hyper-V. Hyper-V is new for most of the users because they have already got experience with the VMware and VirtualBox also, because both are very old and they were available from last many years. But the Hyper-V it is released by the Microsoft, and it has some limitation with the hardware consideration. So I'm just also discussing this new part in this video. Just look at the particular slide, and I'm just going to tell you that how you can use Hyper-V without downloading it. So it is a by default feature available with the Windows, but there is some limitation. So I'm just telling you, just look at the slide. So for the VirtualBox user, if you are a VirtualBox user, if you want to use VirtualBox because it is free, it is limitless. It is very good because I have also got a good experience with the VirtualBox. I am using it. I always prefer to use it. So for the VirtualBox user, we have provided three different files, in which first files is for VirtualBox installation, second it is for 64-bit operating system, and second one is for extension that is very important to install before installation of the Kali Linux. So first you need to install the basic virtual file VirtualBox, then you need to add extension, then third one is the Kali Linux virtual image. So advantage of virtual image is that you need not to worry about the installation steps and configuration setting, because it is already configured. It is just a virtual machine, it is already installed machine. You just need to download it, you just need to open it with the VirtualBox software. So it is very helpful for the new beginners, new users, those do not want to get stuck in the installation step and many other things. So fine, it is very easy, and it is very we can install it at any computer without considering that how we can make dual and how to make partition. You need not to worry about all of those things. So you just need to install the VirtualBox software, get the VirtualBox image, and you can directly simply Kali Linux, you can use Kali Linux. Okay, just importing the packages. So it is very helpful, and it is very good way to use Linux. But there are some limitation, like when we use native OS. So native OS is has many package installed and in the standard way, and they are available in the memory. But due to virtual memory, those there are some limited packages were available. So we need to configure it. Otherwise, some of the packages are based on the GPU capacity. So they require to install Kali Linux as a native OS. So it is a different part, but it is really very helpful for the beginners to use virtual images. Fine. So let's go to the VirtualBox. When you will install the VirtualBox, it will see the same. You will got the window like this. Here I have installed, configured the Kali Linux VirtualBox image. This is, and I just need to press the start button, so it will get a start. Your Kali Linux operating system just look like this. The default username of Kali is Kali, and the password is also Kali. And for some of the native OS, the default username is root, and the password is tor, TOOR. Fine. So let's go to the next slide. Fine. Though this is the basically interface of the latest Kali Linux operating system. Here you will got the start menu. That is the dash menu, also sometimes known as dash menu. The dragon symbol at the left top corner in the Kali Linux window. So when I will press this, I will got some many different applications, programs, and tools available with the Kali Linux. And Kali Linux is very important, very good operating system, because it manages everything in the very good standard way in a sequence. So it is very helpful for the user, and they can also focus on the particular tool. So you need not to find the tool and worry about the tool. So it is available in the particular section. So really, I really love the Kali Linux operating system. Fine. So guys, I am telling you the Hyper-V image. Hyper-V's image is very important, and it is latest. We can say that latest option available with the VMware users. Like we can say, when VMware or VirtualBox users want to install the Kali Linux in the different way, so they can use Hyper-V. So we need not to download VirtualBox or VMware software. We just need to on the Windows feature available with the Windows 10 Pro users. So this is the Hyper-V requirement, friends. So you can download, we can just, if you have a Windows operating system, you first need to upgrade it to the Windows 10. If you are Windows 10 home user Windows, so you can just install the package, update it to Pro, and it should be 64-bit, and you should have at least 4 GB RAM. Okay, this is the minimum requirement that is also specified on the official Microsoft website. And you also require a processor that should be enable the virtual technology. Okay, so VT enable processor is also required for this Hyper-V requirement. So whenever this all the requirement get fulfilled, you just need to go to the control panel in the Windows and just find the turn off and on features in Windows. So where you can just enable the Hyper-V with just click on the checkbox. Fine. So this is the basic interface of the Hyper-V. Hyper-V, when it will get installed, it will Microsoft Windows 10 will provide you Hyper-V Manager, where you can manage different virtual machine, and you can just use this virtual machine. So I have done this experiment successfully on my computer. So guys, you can also try it, but it requires some capacity and capability of your operating system. Fine. So guys, I expect from all of you to just install it and give your feedback. If you got any problem, I will provide it in the next video. Thank you very much.